inside. The old gods granted me a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping the magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes. We are
Welcome back to Original GM. I'm Hoopahu. Once again joined with Chikala and Wachi, and we're going to start episode 43. And today's episode, we're going to go back to the normal episodes with Lily. She's asleep currently in the vineyard. Myra's with her. And then various other things that are going on within the city itself. So, Chikala, welcome back.
Thank you.
Excited?
Me too.
Excited to get started?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we'll go right into it. As you guys recall, the bandits in the city of Beacon, the flooded city of Beacon, had sent you a message about that they were holding the city of Beacon for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's something that sparked interest in some of you. And I know that Zira and Gordon have discussed things, and they've decided to take the undead, the orcs, the Vervidine Rangers, back to Beacon and take it back over.
Yes.
How you do that has not been decided completely, but there's some general ideas of what to do. One thing Gordon does mention to you is that last night, for Vay's birthday party, he had spoke with the elves and that his family, his mother, and that the elves are going to return back to Beacon. They do not want to live underground. They're tired of not being out in the sun.
Makes sense.
I know that Alexandria was aware of that as well, so she started to build outside Beacon, but now she's gone. So it's been built a little outside Beacon, but it's not as complete and big as she had wanted it.
Right.
Erez is currently on the hero sector, next to the pond, not far from the Sith, sitting there with the unicorn that's dead.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to start tonight's game. Ray, Vay, all of them are inside in the bar.
Okay.
This, where she's at currently, happened before that.
Okay.
So that's where we'll start. You come upon the unicorn. You've seen the unicorn. You know what's going on, that it's dead, that there's blood all over the grass. you know that the unicorn itself seems to be perfectly okay other than the horn missing.
Mm-hmm.
As you're standing there, you see the unicorn itself start to solidify, and then she changes into a statue right in front of your eyes. The blood's still on the ground and all of that. You're not sure what Vay wants you to do, you know.
Right. He just told me to take care of it.
So what do you do?
So the first thing I'll do is pull out an empty potion bottle
Okay.
and use a cantrip to pick up all the blood
Okay.
and put it in
Okay.
the vial.
You can do that.
Can I? So the cantrip allows you to pick up any liquid,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So could I separate the water that's in the blood from the blood itself to create like a powder? Because blood will rot.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah?
If you use another cantrip, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Okay.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
So you have powdered unicorn blood.
I do.
Okay. What are you gonna do with the water? Just-
Put it in another vial, I guess.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Put the lids on them. Put them in my bag.
All right. So you clean up all the blood that's there. You don't know where the blood came from. You don't see any wound or anything like that, except from the horn area. So you assume that's where it bled out.
Right.
It was from the horn. Strange.
Was there blood like running down?
Yeah. Yeah, there
Yeah?
was blood running down the horn and along the face and everything, but you got all that.
Okay.
It would have come off with the cantrip. You
Um,
cleaned it off.
so you said it's a statue?
Yeah. Now it's a statue. Probably weighs, 800 pounds or more. Who knows? Probably more than that. Well, no, more than that. It's probably 1,200 pounds. It's probably half a ton.
She'll telepathy Mac. Be like, hey, I know you got a lot going on right now, and you're busy, but do you have a second?
What's up?
So I'm standing here in the hero sector, and Ray's unicorn has been killed. Its horn has been cut off.
That's not copacetic.
I know,
What the hell?
right? Do you know anything about bringing a unicorn back? Like, how would I go about that?
Not really. I don't know much about unicorns, unfortunately. You have no legends and lore on it?
I need anything to the left. Hold on.
I am a priest bard. You're a bard. I am currently without a god.
How are you doing with that? Are you okay? Well, I guess that's a stupid question. How are you?
In a transition period, it would seem.
Yeah? What are you gonna do? Do you know?
I think Lower Vein is where we will go with most of the priestesses. But those of Willac will most assuredly transfer to Ariax.
Yeah.
So our temple will be split. I don't even know how many gods are here on the Prime now giving spells, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A lot less.
For sure. How's little Eris?
She's good,
She's okay?
yes. We're at the hero's headquarters currently on the second floor, up in the living room.
Okay. No, my legends.
I've been mostly doing things through telepathy.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your legends and lore.
Yeah, on the unicorn, being able to bring it back.
Okay.
I could roll the 1 over what I needed.
Okay. You don't know.
Yeah. No
You're
clue.
unsure.
No clue. Okay.
So you're gonna leave the statue there? Or?
No. I'm gonna telepathy Vay.
Okay.
Be like, hey,
Yeah.
this unicorn turned into a statue.
That's the least of my worries.
Can I teleport into your office?
Nausea was just here. The office is locked down. The whole bar is locked down. There is a disease within this bar right now that I'm currently going to try to have to take care of for some of them, but I can't help everyone. We need help. We need priests. We need cure disease, and it's serious. Which, if you want, I will let you teleport into the bar right now, but you'll be teleporting in with the chance of perhaps getting that, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think I would be of better use out here. Maybe I can see what I can do about some priests. Maybe?
Please. Stop there. Inside the bar, Vay is standing over Valia's body with his sword out. Ray, you come in, you realize that she's gone. We've gone through this, we've seen her body and everything. And Vay at that point turns and looks at everyone and he says, there was a disease released in the bar. Everyone here could be infected. I can't allow anyone to leave currently until we have this under control. He walks up to Ray, he's like, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
He looks around the room, and I'll go ahead and throw it up here, the bar. Let's see. Tatalda tells him she's fine. She looks at him and she goes, I'm fine. He's like, okay. Jojo kind of looks nervous. Lucy gets real nervous, and so does Dusty. Remy's crying. Gibby's crying. They come over to Valia's body, and they're crying. Who would he touch? So he's gonna walk over and touch Dusty. And then he's gonna look at him and he's gonna go, can you help us? And Dusty's like, and he turns and casts a spell and touches Lucy. And then he stands up and walks over to the bar by Jojo and touches him. And he just starts going from one person to another. And Vay's like watching him like this, like, what the hell? He goes to everybody that needs it and gives them a cure disease. And then when he walks back, he's got this smile on his face. Where the hourglass is, his lip is way up into this Joker-like grin, and his mouth has got some kind of positive material dripping from it and down his chin. And he just kind of walks over to Lucy, and Lucy's like, are you okay? And Vay's like, thanks, little brother. He telepathies back to Ares. He says, go ahead and bring it in. Let's go.
Alright, I'll pull out my, the rod that lets me teleport in the radius.
Okay.
And put it down next to the unicorn and try to teleport it.
To where they're really
The office.
in the office?
On the table.
On the big table?
On the big
the
table.
center of it?
The center of it.
Okay, you appear there. It's there.
Nice. I'm gonna use my mandolin
Okay.
and cast a wizard lock in an area of effect around it.
Okay, so you wizard lock it to the
I
table,
do.
and you leave the area effect wizard lock up.
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. It's 30 feet.
Yeah, it was 30 feet for you. Yeah, and it'll be there for a while.
I can look at the duration. Give me a sec.
While you're looking that up, I'm gonna let you do that. You do that, and we don't know how long, but it's there. I'm gonna go back to Lily. Lily, you're sleeping. You've been asleep approximately 2.5 hours or so. And you hear zero telepathy in your head, and you wake up and you realize you're in that room. Myra's not there, and neither is Zira, and she's not telepathying in your head. You're like, what the hell? And you look at your hounds that are in here, and they're not on guard or anything. They're fine. They're laying down. Everything's good. What do you do?
Get up.
Okay.
Try and get up.
Out of bed?
Yeah.
You're real tired, but you get up, and as soon as you stand on the floor, you're like rubbing your eyes. And when you stretch and open your eyes, you're in a dwarven underground somewhere, standing on a bridge. You're like, whoa, and it's like 150 feet down. And you look up, and there's bridges above you, and all these dwarven structures in different places. The bridge that you're on goes to some kind of staircase that goes down probably 60 feet. But it's humongous. Like, you can see down the staircase 60 feet at this door. You can see the top of this door has these ruins all over it. And they start to just disintegrate, and you see these black tendrils come out of it and go along the walls and start coming into this chamber. Like it's some kind of giant creature of some sort. You feel the most evil thing you've ever felt in your life. And you see an eye at the doorway that's the size of the door look at you, glowing with hate, and it's like a red color in the center, and the rest of it is solid black. Just glows you with hate, and it goes, you're here in common. And then you wake up in bed in cold sweats, and you're like, Myra's not there. The dogs are not doing anything. They're asleep like they were. You're not sure. You might be dreaming still. What do? You remember you've had these dreams your whole life.
Yeah.
Things, but this one was different. This one was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. You felt like that thing, whatever it was powerful enough to just eat the world. Like nothing could stand in this thing's way. It was, and you feel this dread, like it's coming for you. Like not just you, but everybody. And you're just like, it's aware of you. It knows who you are now as you're sitting there, just kind of collecting your thoughts. Then you remember the dwarf saying to you, and then we'll give you access to the great secret in the mountain, the thing that is in there. And you just remember that. And the first thing you think of is heaven. You start to worry about him now. And you realize, you think you're awake. You're pretty sure you're awake.
You stand up.
You stand, and the dogs stand and look at you for commands, like they would normally do. You reach out to feel your elementals, and they're not there. They're gone. All of them.
Myra?
Yes, you're awake.
Where are you?
I am at the vineyard. I must take care of these grapes, these plants. If they don't survive, I will die. I can feel it. I have to bring these plants to their flourishing and continue them, or I will be in trouble. I am connected to these plants. I do not know if they grow here or only on the ethereal. I think I can keep them alive though here, but I must continue to work with them. Everything is safe. Have no worries. I know what's on the rock. I know what's here at the Citadel. I'm worried because we don't have the other card. Tuffy has it. However, we had a guest show up. He's waiting for you on the front steps. Do not worry. He killed the elementals, but it was not his fault.
Who is it?
Gorky. He seems to be very drunk. He wanted to see you, and I told him you were sleeping, and he said that I will wait on the steps. The creatures tried to protect us as you commanded them. You killed them all. He said he was sorry. He had to do what he had to do, but he's very confused, very lost. I must get back to work, love.
Okay. Thank you. I'll tell the dogs to follow.
Okay, they do.
And I'll head
Okay,
to the gate.
you come out, you can see the keep, you go or to the tower, and you see the stairs that go down, you come down, you come out the door. You see Gorgain sitting on the steps. He's just kind of got his head down. He looks drunk.
Hey, you.
Ah, he smiles. There you are.
What you doing?
Like, what was it? Hedda's gone. What do I do?
Well,
Where do I go? What do I do?
come here. Let's find some coffee.
I got something for you. And he reaches in, kind of stands up and stumbles a little bit, and he pulls out a ring. And he's like, this is yours.
I'll take it. Look at it.
Plain golden ring. Just gold, which you're like, what the fuck? He's like, coffee may not help me.
No.
Yeah.
It's just Myra and I here.
I saw her. She's strange and different.
Isn't she though?
Yeah.
Come here. Come inside. Come see. I start walking him in.
Okay. He comes in with you. Stumbles in there.
Trying to think of if I have I don't.
You're
Damn it,
you're
Tuffy.
absolutely wasted tired, by the way.
Of course.
Still.
Of course.
And a little hungry. He just kind of looks at you as you're standing there.
Come on.
Where are we going?
Come on.
He comes with you.
I'm walking back to the tower where
Okay.
I was at.
Okay.
I'm trying telepathy.
You realize the bottom level when you walk in is kind of a meeting room. It's got a big table.
Mhm.
There's some books. There's a library down here, and then there's a kitchen in this room.
Nice. I'll go look for coffee and food.
You find tea? You don't find any coffee?
Oh, you know what? I have coffee.
Okay.
Is there
All right.
a kettle?
There is. You can make some coffee pretty
Start
easily.
making
Yeah.
some
Okay.
coffee.
Is that
Alright.
the coffee that we bought when we were level 1?
Yes.
Nice.
Sorry, I just had to ask.
And
During the coffee shortage of Beacon.
yeah.
Coffee shortage.
That's
now.
funny.
And the honey that Durza gave me.
Sierra still has hers too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And if I dug deep enough, I probably had a damn coffee pot to make it. But I'd have to do some serious digging.
He's like, what are you looking for?
I want to make some coffee and food. Are you hungry?
I am.
Yeah. I'm gonna telepathy Tuffy while I'm doing this.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Would be you to be the first one to contact me.
What?
It's so fucking weird.
What's wrong?
She's dead.
Who's dead?
Bethany. She tried to kill me.
Oh my god. Tuffy. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Like, are you physically okay?
Yeah.
Are you alone?
Yeah.
Can I take your mind off of it for a minute?
Yeah.
Can you come back to the vessel? To the
Yeah.
whatever, I don't know what to call this place yet.
I'll just use your portal you left open. By the way, that won't close now.
Will it get permanency somehow?
Yeah, I think it's because you brought the ship to the ethereal with it on it. It's now locked. It won't. I can't get rid of it. It's in the temple of Ariax. We have to secure the room. But that's the least of my worries. The gods are gone. So much has changed. I'm with Ariax now, and, well, the love of my life just tried to kill me, and I permanently killed her. She's gone.
I'm so sorry.
She came at me, Lily. Where are you at? I'm here.
The
Grab your card.
Yeah.
You can see him. He's standing right outside your portal by the front door. It's still
use
there.
Your card. I'll tell him use your card.
Oh, yeah, that. I'll go games with you. Okay. I'm on my way.
Yeah, he's drunk and I've had 2 hours of sleep. I can't think. There's so much happening and I'm used to having you around. This really sucks.
You hear a telepathic message from Bay. Lily.
Yeah.
Lily was just murdered by Nigel in my bar. Ray's unicorn's been killed. I'm trying to protect the city, but I can't do this all by myself, Lily. I know you probably got your own things going on. Fucking Zira and Gordon just came through with about 30,000 undead and left the city. I think they're taking Beacon back. I thought they were taking the city of Mirabilia. Thank the gods they didn't, but they could have. They left.
Well, Beacon is our home, Bay. That's where I would prefer to be too, if I'm being honest.
I can't leave these people like this.
You can't?
2 cities is no problem with me. But there was a god in my bar. He diseased almost everyone in here. We fixed it, but
And he killed Valia?
he did. With a unicorn's horn that he ripped off of Nick's ear.
And
Nick's ear.
Gordon hasn't gone off the deep end?
No,
That seems odd.
he left. Him and Zero left. I don't even know if they know. Actually, I haven't really said anything to him. I mean, he put me in charge. He made me the leader, so I don't want to, you know what I mean? Seems, man, I'm overwhelmed, Lily. I'm overwhelmed. I gotta be honest with you, Cecilia's helping, but we can't just give the city to them.
To who?
Nigel, Erishkigal, our enemies, whoever attacks us. I mean, I'm sure there are assassins in the city as I speak, looking for you, looking for us. I'm locked down at the Sith. About that point, he telepathies to Eris and he says, I'm locking it back down.
She's in there. She's
Okay,
staying in
all
her
right.
office.
And he does.
I can come back out there.
Okay, so we're all scattered right now.
Stop there. Zira.
Oh goodness.
You got the undead put up in Mirabilia. It's in that level.
Okay.
And you and Gordon teleport outside Beacon. You leave the Burbadine Rangers and everybody. You just recon the place.
Okay.
That's your plan anyway.
Yeah.
And as you're getting ready to go into recon, he stops and he's like,
What? Should grab him. Grab his hand. What's wrong?
he sits down, like in the grass.
Fuck.
He's like,
She'll kneel down.
my father's dead.
What?
He just died.
Oh, sweetie.
My brother.
What?
He's crushed from Valia. His spirit is crushed. What's he gonna do? He's gotta go to the throne. I gotta get him cleaned up. I gotta get him. I'm sure he's drunk.
Yeah.
I gotta get him back to Verb. It's gonna fall apart.
How can I help?
I mean, there's Beacon, but sweetheart,
Family's more important. I understand. This can wait.
we need to find Jet.
Okay. Let's do it.
Stop there. Back to Lily.
We are scattered. I've got, we just lost Hedda. Gorgane's here drunk. Tuffy was just almost murdered by the love of his life, who he had to kill.
Bethany?
Yeah. And Myra.
Another fucking vampire
You
down.
fucking saw what happened to Myra.
You hear that? He's like, another fucking vampire down.
Yeah.
Like he has no remorse for Bethany dying.
Right.
You can tell. He's like, I understand.
But I'm here. I mean, if you look above Mirabiliant, we're here. We're above you.
Tell you what, can you do me a favor?
Maybe.
Land it over the hole.
Yeah. I'll have
Just
Myra.
come and sit on the hole with your ship.
And then leave us on top exposed.
Well, you're in the vineyard with the rest of the city. There's a partial city out there already. There are guards and things, but
Dude, I only slept for 2 hours.
well, Alexandra's been building it for some time. But the people, they seem to have inhabited much of it quickly, and I think it has something to do with fucking Zira and Gordon marching the undead through the city. Scared the shit out of people.
I bet it
They
did.
went crazy. They ran for their lives. They went up and they went into the city. So now, there's a lot of confusion. Not to mention that I've been able to contact Jamal. He is not responding, which makes me real nervous. So I'm in the bar locked down. Ares is here with me. The Twinks and Beacon are here with me. Tadala's here. Mal's here. Valia's body's here. And Ray's here. Lucy, Dusty. Tells you.
Yeah. Let me tell Myra, who is also not helpful right now, because if she doesn't tend the vineyards and the wine, she'll die. Another little twist.
That was something with. Sorry.
Give me just a minute, though.
No worries. Ares Bay tells you the things that you didn't know. He's just filling you in.
Okay.
So that you're aware. You know things about the Temple near all. Everything. The gods dying. All of it. Valia. You come in. Valia's on the ground. Dead. Vay walks over and looks at Ray. And he grabs Valia's cloak and puts it over her head and over the rest of her body. He looks at you and he says, you want to go back to the office?
She'll pick her body up.
He'll help you, He grabs the other
Take her
part.
back
You
there.
guys carry Valia back.
She would say to him, I need to calm you and find
Remy just stays with his head down crying, and so does Doobie. Doobie's just in tears.
She'll telepathy both of them, Remy and Doobie.
Okay.
She'll be like, you guys, I know that this seems really dark, but something pretty amazing happened with Valia. She ascended. She is a goddess now.
That's right.
Yeah.
They kind of look up at you with their faces full of tears.
Like, she granted me spells right before that happened. And I dedicated to her. She is a goddess. She's not gone.
See Remy kind of look at Doobie confused, and Doobie's like, what do you mean? She's
We're
a
gonna-
goddess. She's
we're-
a real goddess now?
Yes, we're gonna build her a temple. That's what happened when we...
But she was just killed, and
She was only here from the heavens for 24 hours to say goodbye to everybody. She's not really dead. I promise you, I can still feel her.
you hear Dusty say, I can bring her back. Brew goes, turns and looks at you. He looks at you with that 1 hourglass eye. You said she had 24 hours?
She was supposed to, yeah.
I can bring her back. I don't know if she'll want to come, but she won't have a choice. And he just looks at you, he's like, it's up to you. And Remy's like, yes, bring her back. And Dewey's like, yes, bring her back. And you see Yayla go, yeah, I'd like to say bye, for sure. And Mal goes, don't you dare bring the goddess back. You leave her where she is. It is
You
not
want-
about you, young ones. And he walks over to the group of them. He says, it is about mankind. Justice has been born in prophecy. We are tired of following all the old rules. It's time for the new ones. And you two will grow up. You will change, or you will die just like she did. See them both kind of.
I suggest that.
And then you see Remy just break down into bawling tears when he says that. And he starts screaming, no, no, no.
Did we
And
already
he's
pick up
running
her
around the
body?
room, throwing tables, throwing chairs.
Did
He's
we already
saying,
pick
no.
up her body?
Yeah, you guys have already gone. You put it up and you can hear the ruckus. You can come back in.
Yeah, she will. Don't come.
Doobie's sitting there watching Remy. Everybody's kind of watching Remy, and he is shattering shit. He's
She'll
just
walk up to
going
him.
nuts. Okay.
Remy,
He stops and he turns and looks at you. He goes, what?
breathe. Take a big old deep breath.
My fucking dad's dead.
What?
What do you want me to fucking do? And he walks over to the bar and just slams his head onto the bar and starts crying. Vay's like, what the fuck is going on? Stop.
You have to give me a second.
Okay. I can
Sorry.
give you
What's
as
the-
much time as you want.
No,
Just
okay, go ahead.
if you need a few
I'm
minutes.
here.
it's okay.
Good God. Okay, I'm good.
Vay's like, Remy, what do you mean he's dead? How do you know this? He goes, my mother told me. Is she dead? Obviously not.
Ray will walk over and put her hand on his back.
He just bawls and then he turns and he gives you a hug. He just kind of hugs
I'll
you.
just hold him, let him cry.
Okay. Mal kind of walks back away when that happens and goes back over to Tadalta and looks at her, and she just looks at him and she smiles a little bit at him. He sits down. Yayla walks over to where you guys are. She puts her hand on Remy's shoulder. It's okay. We'll figure out all of this. All of it. And she pats him on the back a few times, and he doesn't, really react to any of it.
Yeah, just let him cry.
Okay. Back to Lily. Myra, or Lily and Gorgain and Tuffy.
Goodness.
I know. I told you guys a lot of shit was taking place.
I know. Sorry.
It's okay.
Who the
Lily
fuck
does
killed
not
your
know
mom?
that yet.
Guys, we got
So
like
hard.
9 episodes for the season finale. So shit's happening.
Who the fuck killed your mom?
So
Okay. I'm sorry. Tuffy? I was talking to Tuffy?
yeah,
Or I was talking to Vay?
you're talking to Vay and he said hold on, and he said okay,
That's right. Okay, that's where.
and then
Thank
Tuffy's
you.
there.
Sorry.
And Tuffy's just kind of in a daze. He sits down in a chair next to Gorgain, and Gorgain smiles and just looks at him. He goes, "The normal guy, the normal guy." Kind of pats him, and Tuffy just kind of sits there,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
pats him again, and then you see Tuffy. Magic goes off Tuffy's back and hits Gorgain's hand, and he's like,
Yeah. That.
Tuffy just stays like this. He doesn't move. Gorgain's like, thank you. He looks over you with sober eyes.
So much. 1 second, okay? Don't move. Telepathy, Myra.
Yes.
Can we land this
Can we land the ship?
vessel?
Absolutely, with the
over-
card. If we don't have the card, but the card's here. I can feel it. It's here. So somebody needs to man it with us, and we can land it. 36 bushels. Go ahead.
over the top of Mirabilia? Mirabilia is open at the top right
That's
now.
an excellent idea. Whose suggestion was that? Was it
Vay.
Gordon? Okay. Yes, smart one. He's a smart boy.
Yes.
I'm done with this bushel. She says.
Okay.
Once this is going, I'll be able to relax a little bit. Okay, but I gotta get this done.
Okay. Can we do that right now, though?
Do what?
Land the ship?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm ready. When you are.
Okay. We'll head
She
down
starts to concentrate on the ship, and you realize the ship's fired up. It's running. It's just not moving. It just stayed running.
We have to go to the thrones to move it, right?
No, you can do it with the cards. Once it's fired up, you can do it from anywhere on the Citadel.
That's right.
The
Okay.
three of you, or 3 people.
Okay, so I'll tell Tuffy, hey, let's land this over the top of Mirabilia, okay?
All right. Goes to the card. And you guys move the ship down. Comes down, from the sky into Mirabilia, and there's this huge circle in the center of Mirabilia where there was an armored vulcanite piece that was over the top of it. That's gone. The vulcanite piece is gone, and you can see all the way down to the bottom where the Temple of Mira used to be is blank. It's not there. You look in the city, and it's built in kind of it's a rectangle, but it's not directly north, south, east, and west. It looks like this right here.
Okay.
And right here is a huge temple that's in the form of a beautiful woman. And it looks like the Temple of Mira has changed, but it's like a giant golem like that. And this is just a hole that goes all the way down, and so you could land it right on top of that right there. It would fit right on it.
Perfectly.
Almost perfectly, yeah.
Okay. We'll focus in with them and do that.
Okay, and you guys land it, no problem. There's like kind of a shift here and there, and a couple things move, and you can hear some rocks falling and some dirt. But that's it. It's still. Tuffy says, "Are we shutting it down?" Myra says, "It's burning fuel."
Yeah. Let's shut it
So you
down.
concentrate together, and it stops it, and the helm stops getting fed, and the wine stops coming down, and the ship shuts off. It's completely full. It's ready to go. When you shut it off, you realize it was just kind of seeping and slightly burning a little energy.
Okay.
But it's full. So you stop it
Okay.
and shut it off. Fits perfectly.
That wizard lock is permanent, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. I get that. He holds up the card to you. He's like,
Thank you.
Gorgain goes, "What's the matter? Why are you so depressed, Tuffy?" He's like, "You don't know?" He looks over at Lily. He's like, "I'm gonna have to tell this story a bunch of times."
You are. But
She tried to kill me. She came at me. Tried to kill me. I killed her. Gorgain's like, pats him on the back a couple times. Doesn't say anything.
I wish I knew what to do to help you, Tuffy. Have you done anything since it happened other than talk to me?
No.
Um,
I know that there's a lot going on.
there is.
I feel paralyzed, he says. I
I
don't
think that
really know what to do.
you should go to your goddess. You're a brand new high priest.
No, I know what I should do. I should call the priests and priestesses. I should summon them to the temple. It's not a temple without them.
That's true. And not to seem self-centered or anything, but I needed you in my life when we met. And I know that you can't be with us anymore. I know what you have to do. So I'm going to try really hard not to constantly be calling upon you. I know that you have a ton to do.
You can call upon me anytime you need, Lily. I am the hero, the healer of the heroes of the North first. I've always been that. Now I just have more that I can bring to the table. It's the politics and things like that that I don't know if I can live up to. It'll be much different, I'm sure. I'm not Alexandria. Alex is starting a temple for the goddess of justice. I don't even know what her name is. If it's Valia or what.
What do you mean, Valia?
She arose.
When she
completed the...
She fulfilled the prophecy.
She fulfilled the prophecy, killed all the gods. The old gods came back. Everything changed. She was back for 24 hours in some sort of corporal / spirit form, and then she was killed by Najal in the city of Mirabilia. I can't wrap my head around what just happened. I know that
That's a lot.
Beatrix and all of them were involved. Bethany, Beatrix was a spy.
Of course she was.
They caught her. He knew. That's who I need to talk to. What do you need? And he just kind of looks at you. Do you need anything right now?
Food.
He starts casting this hero's feast and just all this food appears everywhere. All the shit you want and like. And Gorgon smiles and gets up and goes over to the table and just starts eating, drinking, and just turns and looks back at you. Stands by the door.
I've only had 2 hours of sleep. I'm barely functioning.
Gorgon goes, put the ring on. Damn it.
Put it on.
It's a ring of sustenance with no sleep, as well as it's like the old ring she used to have. You put it on, and
I can still eat, but I don't have to sleep.
Right,
Okay.
right. Sorry, not sustenance, sleep. It was a ring of rest. So you put it on, and you don't need to sleep. It no longer a problem.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
No worries. I figured you needed that from Myra telling me you were sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been running on half wit, and I probably have.
I bet you have. I've been around you when you ate before, and you get hangry.
I do. I'm gonna walk over the table and
Grab some grapes. You grab some food,
I
start
do,
eating.
I do.
Tuffy leaves. He runs out the door and he's gone. You feel your magic from your portal. You use it. Feel it go off.
Yes. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you just kind of discovered a secret. Yeah.
Make permanent portal.
And not lose constitution.
So stop there. Back with Zira and Gordon.
Okay.
He teleports you, and you appear in that cavern outside the king's chamber in Verb. You've been here before.
Yeah. When I met
Yeah.
the king.
Yeah. And you can hear in the distance music, singing with the voice, no instrument or anything, just voices chanting and singing, and you can hear crying and weeping.
I did not bring my abominations.
Okay.
Right. I
Well,
left them. Or
yeah.
would he have?
Well, he holds out his hand to teleport you, and you like look at your abominations, and he would just kind of look at you for a second and say, "We're going to Verb. Probably shouldn't bring them."
Yeah. So she'll leave.
So when he teleports you, you're not there, but you hear crying, wailing, moaning, and singing with these deep voices that just kind of echoes through the hallways in here. He doesn't go into the throne room. He goes off to the side to another room. Okay. It opens up into a cavern area. The doors are open. Opens up into a huge cavern area where you see probably 100 people, and you don't know who they all are. A lot of them crying, a lot of them weeping. And they stop. Some of them turn and look at Gordon and walk up to him. Some of them walk up to him. It's like, we need our king, your brother. Where is he? He's like, I don't know. We're gonna try to get him here. He needs to take command of Verb. And they're like, yes, he needs to do it immediately. Immediately. Off in the distance, you hear a male voice say, well, if he doesn't show up, something else must be done.
Turn and look.
It's way off in the cavern. You're not sure. It could be a number of people that said it. It just kind of echoes out.
Gotcha.
Roll an observation. I'll give you an observation.
Yes. Do you know what I rolled?
You don't see him. No, if you got it, you got it. You don't see who it was immediately, but you see others facing in the direction of where it came. So by the time you turn and look, you can see from the right and left. So it's a general area. So it could be 2 or 3 of these individuals that's standing over in a certain area. You're not sure which one it is. And then Gordon looks that way too. And then he looks back at the people in front of him. He's like, look, I've tried to contact my brother. I can't reach him. His daughter just died, people. She just died to bring on the new gods. Prophecy has been fulfilled. And he looks around and they all kind of stop crying and stop talking. Yes, the House of Vane once again has fulfilled the prophecy. Valia should be held up in honor. And all of you should understand that today was the first day the goddess of justice appeared. Valia has arisen. You see, there are whispers throughout the halls. Yes, I'm sure some of you are shocked. But we have always sacrificed. Always. She succeeded. And you will have your king. You just must be patient for the time being. Mourn the loss of one of the greatest kings of Verb, my father. I went to see his body. You see a couple vanguards step forward and salute him, and he looks at him and nods, and they take you guys. You're able to come into the king's, the area where they clean the king's body and prepare him and all that, and he's completely done and prepared and sitting in the casket. And you walk in. Gordon just walks up to him and just looks at him.
I'll stand back a little bit and give him a moment.
The vanguards go to the side of the wall. When he walks over there, you see what looks like a priest in robes, in gray robes, step forward. Has no symbols anywhere though, but he looks like a priest, and his head is shaved. And he walks up to Gordon, and Gordon just looks at his brother and kind of turns and faces him. How did he die? He says, natural causes, my prince. He lived a long time. He looks back at the king again and then kind of looks over at you and looks at him and says, thank you. He says, you're welcome, my prince. You see him back away, back into the shadows. Stop there. Back in the Sith.
Ares would have come out in the bar with everybody else.
Yeah, you're out here now. Zadalda nods at you. Vay's like, it's not safe to leave the bar right now. We all need to stay here until we know exactly what we need to do.
She would telepathy Vay and be like, can I bring your daughter here? She's at the Heroes headquarters right now.
He nods at you.
She'll telepathy Mac.
Yeah.
She'll be like, hey, I need you to get to the Sith. You and Ares and...
Yeah, we can all come. You want me to open Yeah, I'll just open a dimensional fold to the front.
Okay.
Front door, right?
she'd have to be the front door. She'd say, yeah.
He says, he actually goes like that. He says, "Use the back door."
She'll tell him the back door.
Use the back door. Where's
Back
that?
door. Hey, where's that? Where's that at?
He tells you where it's at. You have to go down behind the bar into the next hallway.
Okay.
You know, like if you went that way.
Okay.
It's a secret door. He tells you where it's at.
Yeah. She'll tell Mac.
Okay. The dimensional fold. So she comes in with Mac and Falcon and Jeffrey. Drew a blank. Malcolm, Falcon, and Jeffrey, and your daughter. And she's like, "What's going on, Mom? What's up?"
You're welcome. She's like, how are you?
Door closes. Vic puts magic back on. She says, "I'm scared. What do you think?"
It's not safe out there right now. You guys need to stay here. She's not gonna tell her what's going on. Yeah, no.
She just looks at you like expecting to hear what's going on. You don't say anything.
I just hug her and her like, I'll just put my arm around it.
She kind of does that. She hugs you.
No.
Max starts going in. Everybody starts going into the bar in the other room. So Gordon just kind of steps away from the body for a second and steps back over where you're at. And he's like, "We got to figure out where my brother's at."
I'll pull out the mirror mental prowess. I'll open it up. Try to scry on him. He probably has non-detection, but I'm gonna try.
Levels 22, right?
No, this is 0.
Or 0. What level? I'm sorry.
All my levels together?
Yeah.
Ooh. Does my cleric level count onto that since I don't have a god right now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
31.
You're still cleric. Shit, 31.
Yeah. 12th level fighter.
Yeah,
12th level.
it's foggy and cloudy. But you see him.
She'll show Gordon as she's doing it.
He looks at where he's at. You see this stream with a little waterfall, and he's sitting at it, and he's smoking a pipe, just kind of looking in the water. Gordon goes, "I know where that's at. Can you make that bigger?" He looks at you and he says,
Do you want me to stay here?
"Wait here. Give me a moment." He steps through it. And you can watch what's going on. You see his brother kind of stop, and then he just turns really quick with a pistol crossbow at Gordon, and Gordon's like, "Hey, brother." He says it in Vulcan. "Hey, brother."
I understand Vulcan.
You do, so you understand what they're saying. They speak completely in Vulcan, which you've never seen Gordon do that.
Mm-mm. He avoids it, if anything.
He says, "Our old fishing spot." And Gordon's like, I knew I could find you." He's like, "Mind if I sit?" And he's like, "Yeah, have a seat." He sits down and he goes, "So you already know, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm king." "You should probably pay your respects to Father's body and the rest of you." He goes, I know, I plan on it. I plan on it. "No one should ever lose a child." He turns and looks at Gordon. He goes, "I can't imagine," Gordon says. "I'm not going to bring any negativity to her death. Matter of fact," and he kind of stands up and pounds his pipe out, she's going to be an icon in our society. She's become the goddess of justice, brother. You see Gordon kind of narrow his eyes and he goes, "Yeah, I know." And he goes, "No, the ancient goddess of justice. That is my daughter, the huntress, Valk." You see Gordon go, "What?" He's like, "Yes, Gordon kind of looks down for a second and he's like, that makes a lot of sense. What does that make us? And he looks at him and he's like, Father of a God. He looks down. He's like, this is a conversation that we should not be having right now in the open, even if we are speaking in our home tongue. And he's like, agreed. Home then? And he stands up and Gordon kind of looks at him and he goes, home. He turns, he says, follow me. And Gordon comes through the mirror at you. Jet follows him.
Step to the side so they can come through.
They come through. He kind of looks at you for a second and smiles. What's up, dead hand? He walks over and looks at his father. You giggle and he just walks, kind of looks over at his father and looks at him. And Gordon goes to the other side and he says to Gordon, he goes, it's weird, isn't it? He's like, yeah. Yeah, it is. He was always so strong. He's like, yeah. Probably still is. I'm going to think of it that way. Gordon says, they're out there waiting. Jet nods and he goes, thank you, brother. And that was in Vulcan, all of it.
All of it.
He reached out his hand and touches Gordon's shoulder. Gordon does the same to him. And they just look at each other and then release. And he goes into the other room. Gordon walks up to the body and you see him reach up and grab his hand and take the ring off his finger. He puts it in a bag and he turns and looks at him. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Back to Beacon?
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Hold in his hand.
Grab his hand.
Teleports. You guys appear where your zombies were from where you left off. Stop there.
Okay. Goodness. 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 Just saved the kingdom in like 10 minutes. No big deal.
Right?
No worries.
Gorgain kind of looks up at you when Tuffy leaves. He looks up at you as you guys are eating. He goes, so here's something that's really been bothering me. I need to talk about.
Okay.
Why the fuck haven't we gone and rescued Adrian?
What do you mean?
He didn't want to be there. Right? Adrian always helped us. Fuck, for that matter, James did too. Looks around like to see, who else here. Wouldn't say that
Just us.
to anyone else, but he did. They did. They helped us.
Honestly, I haven't really thought about it because it really felt like betrayal.
For James specifically, I could understand that, but Adrian, no. He was being controlled. He should be rescued somehow. Motherfucker's dead now, right? Why can't we just walk right in there and get him? Who's holding him? Or did he just not return to us?
I have no idea.
Fuck, I wouldn't return to us. You guys left me like that? I feel the same way. Not that you do that. I mean, everybody's spread out all over. Fuck's sakes, everywhere. When I woke up, they told me that you wanted me to come where you were at. So that's why I'm here, Lily. Nobody else checked on me. Nobody else talked to me. Fucking head is gone. What am I supposed to do? It's my fucking purpose now. I know, you can't tell me that.
I can't. But it doesn't mean that I can't help you along the way.
go back to pirating, I guess.
You've been a part of my life for so long. I can't imagine you not being around. For that matter, I can't imagine Hedda not being around.
I feel the same way.
But he's not here either.
I know. I miss him.
And you know, I haven't talked to Zira in days. I don't even know where she is. I don't know what she's doing.
You're just proving my point. We're all scattered all over, fuck's sake. Nobody talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Heroes of the North, shit. Retirees of the North, more like it.
Well, why don't we try and gather everybody again?
For what? I mean, no offense, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But for what? What are we gonna do? Who needs us? What are we, you know?
Do you not realize what's happened?
With the gods?
Well, you've been drunk.
I know this shit's taking place. Everything's different.
Remember Valia, little Valia?
Yes.
She obviously completed the prophecy. She arose and is now a goddess. The goddess of justice and prophecy.
And see, that makes no sense whatsoever.
What do you mean?
How'd she become a goddess? Makes no sense. Don't know what to do. Regardless of whether Valia rose, it makes it even worse. Takes people away. We don't even know. I don't know. I'll just hang out with you for a while, I guess. Unless you're busy.
That. No. You know what, Gorgain? You're the only person left in my life that's still the same. Have you seen Myra?
Yeah.
Hedda's gone.
See him kind of take his necklace off and holds it out. He says, I want you to hold on to this.
Take it.
You see the anchor. You realize it. Probably a good idea.
I take it.
Okay.
I actually put it on.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
All right.
Zero.
He calms down a little bit. He calms down a little bit when you do that. He kind of looks at it for a second. Brings such peace. That moment of death. I was at the bottom of the ocean, and that anchor was on me, tied to me, and I was dying. It brought on a sense of peace. The water washed away all the brimstone and fire from the house and the bodies. He starts eating. At that point, Myra telepathes to you. All right, I think I have most of the stuff done, but I have some ideas of things that we can do to perhaps protect this a little bit better. These vines are open to the air. I don't like that. Anyone could come by and kill them. Something could happen. I need to seal them somehow. My magic is not high enough yet to do wall of force. Do you have anything like that? Can we wall of force this area in?
Absolutely.
That would be great.
Absolutely. We need to, make the rounds and do the whole thing, protect the whole thing. I mean, start there.
Yeah.
Give me just a minute. I'm just still trying to get Gorgain back to at least half-ass normal.
Okay. No worries. Can the spiders help? Oh, wait, no, that's not. Oh, never mind.
What?
I thought they could help you with your task with Gorgain, but they can't. That's communication.
Yeah.
Yes.
Goodness.
Hyper focused. You realize she's hyper focused, hyper multitask, but hyper focus with all the multitasking. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Gorgain, we have a lot of work to do.
You get a telepathic message from Aspen. Lily,
Yeah.
I know you don't know me very well, but I'm a Verbadyne Ranger from the north. I assisted the Protector and the Chosen One against the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure who the fuck rules Mirabilia now. That the Temple of Nira is gone. But you are very close to Verb and also very close to the north, so you should know. There have been some things that have taken place up here. The king is dead in Verb. Died of natural causes. About 30 minutes ago or so. Prior to that, our ranger to the north found a dead body. Really, they thought it was a new mountain, but it was a storm giant. The one that is in the north. He was defeated somehow. Upon preparing to dispose and take care of the remains of this storm giant. And trust me, it required a lot of oil and other things to prepare for. In the process of preparing for such a thing, it came to life again. This time it had fangs, like the creatures of the night, like the undead. It did not attack any of us. It was as if it was in a daze. It stood up and continued directly north and disappeared into the black ice. An undead vampiric storm giant is not something that I think will go silent. I think something is coming from the north. And you are our closest ally to the city of Earth. I've requested several things of the Elderweight Council and they do not listen to me. Maybe you, being a well-known diplomat, can get something done. And you should prepare Mirabilia as well. By the way, tell my good friend Ray, I guess. Really Ray and Velia. Tell my good friends Ray and Velia I said hello. And I'm doing well.
Velia completed the prophecy.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
And Velia completed the prophecy.
Well, good on her.
She's a
That's wonderful
goddess.
to hear. She is, for sure.
No, like she's like the goddess of justice and prophecy. She arose when she completed the prophecy, so I can't be telling her anything for you.
She's dead.
You could,
She arose?
yeah,
Oh.
you could probably pray and tell her yourself.
Thank you for that information. I'm sorry for your loss. Is Ray still alive?
Yes.
And Vay?
Yes.
What about their compatriots, the little ones? Do we...
As far as I know, everyone survived except for Velia.
Again, I'm sorry for the loss, but interesting information. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, if you need anything from the city of Verb, don't ask me. I can't get anything done. But perhaps you can go to them somehow. We must prepare. I have seen creatures in the north changing. Even the creatures that displace have begun to take on a grayish color to them. Something is happening.
Can you contact Jet? Do you know who that is?
I do know who he is. Velia's father.
He'll be the king now. If his father passed.
Yes.
You can contact him. He would be able to get something done that way. The Elder Ray Council will not listen to anything I have to say. I am not Verbatim. They will not listen to me any more than they would listen to you.
And I know that, but you are such a good diplomat. Your name carries great weight. And I've heard stories of you doing things that were impossible. So I thought, what better way than to reach outside the box and try to get some help. I promise you that the king will not listen to me. I know who Jet is, but he is the king now. It would be ill-advised for me to go and tell the king what to do.
Okay.
But I'm sure
I'll contact Gordon, his brother,
yes.
and I'll
Thank
let
you.
Gordon handle
I
it.
do not know him.
If anybody can get him to do anything, it would be Gordon.
Very well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting us know this.
You're welcome. I told them I would let them know if there were any troubles from the north, anything to be concerned of in the future.
Absolutely. Let's keep the lines of communication open between us.
Yes.
If I find out anything, I'll contact you. Vice versa.
No problem, he says. You have a great or a better day. At that point, stop and go back to the bar. They just looks confused about what Remy said, and he says, I need a moment. Guys, if you're hungry or thirsty or anything, just help yourselves. And he leaves and goes back to the office.
Here's a follow-on.
Era's will follow him? Okay. All right. He goes in, he looks at the unicorn, you know, like he stops and kind of looks at it.
It's wizard locked to the table.
He looks at you. Okay. I guess that's as good a spot as any. Lily is parked at Citadel top in the hall.
That's good. Can we not close the top?
No, it's gone.
The top?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
it's just gone. The lid is gone. I have no idea what happened. I wish I could answer that question, but I have no idea.
So is that lid made of vulcanite?
Yes.
I made the city.
Yes.
She would get a worried look on her face.
Yeah.
What the fuck? When did that happen?
It retracts, it goes, you know, it moves, and we just assumed it was put up, and then we went to try to close it, and it wasn't there. But now it's closed with Lily's Citadel, the vineyard, as she calls it. By the way, Myra is not doing well. I guess she's some kind of spider creature now.
Yeah. Was she there for all that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So she's dealing with that in the Citadel. I don't know. Tuffy's wanting to talk.
Yeah.
You see a dimensional fold open up in the office, and Tuffy stepped through. Closes behind him. You see Vay kind of look at him. Welcome. Thank you. Hey, Eris.
Hey, Tuffy. How you doing?
I've had better days. I killed Bethany. She tried to kill me.
What?
She was a vampire. She tried to kill me.
What?
Killed her in the Temple of Ariax. Staked her. She's gone. Love of my life. Gone.
Sweetie.
But there's I can't. I gotta concentrate on the temple. I'm gonna need to summon my priests and priestesses. Babe and I would really like for you and your sister to join the ranks of Ariax. You see Vay kind of look down for a second. He's like, we are your allies. We always will be. But we've already chosen another path. You see him kind of squint his eyes and get nervous. He's like, oh, okay. And Vay's like, it's okay. It's not an enemy. It's the goddess of justice. It's failure. And he goes, oh, okay. I understand. Congratulations. And Vay's like, thank you. Vay telepathies his sister and tells her, ask her to come. Ray, he's like, Ray, come in the office.
She's still holding her.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
he still crying?
Yeah. Yayla kind of looks at you and she's like, hey Remy, let's get you cleaned up. Come on back here. And she picks him up and she looks at Doobie. She's like, Doobie, help me. And Doobie's like,
Be right back, okay?
yeah, we're gonna get him cleaned up. They start taking him back to the rooms where the tools and everything are. You go back in the room.
She will, yeah. She will have to.
Your arms got fucking snot and fucking tears all over. Rag on.
Clean it.
Okay, you come in cleaning up and you see Tuffy and Tuffy looks at you and says, hello.
Hello.
See arrows. Tuffy wanted us to join with Ariax, so I thought I would ask you if you're still with the Justice or with Debian.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He looks at Tuffy and Tuffy smiles. He's like, it's okay. It's okay. I just thought I would ask. I know. There's a lot of splitting and going on. People, you know, are any of the heroes in the north in the other room? And he's like, yeah. He's like, can I go in there? He's like,
Ares would look at Tuffy and be like, hey Tuffy, do you have an extra Ariax symbol?
I do.
Smile at him.
Pulls out a bag and pulls it up.
She
Smiles
put
at
it
you.
around her neck.
He smiles at you real big. He says, if you need anything, you need to talk.
Of course.
He turns and goes into the bar. Vay just kind of looks over at you.
Yeah, Ray would look at Vay and be like, so what the fuck? Jamal?
Yeah.
What?
So I think I know what happened.
What happened?
It seems the most obvious. He was a member of the Black Banks, right? He saved the Black Banks. You could. I can make you. I can make you leave the room.
I already know too much. No.
Yeah,
I'm
you're good
Go
with player
ahead.
knowledge. I know how you play. You do well, so you can. He was with the Black Banks. He controlled the Black. He was one of the people that controlled the Black. One of the members on the council. I gave him a lot of money to save the Black Banks with a gold problem. He saved the Black Banks. They don't want to pay that back. They don't want him to have that kind of power. I realize now the mistake that he made, which is the same mistake he was telling us not to make. Don't ask for the gold right now. Wait.
Right.
He didn't ask for the gold, but they owed it to him, and they knew it. So I'm guessing that's what happened. Need to find out more details, but
She would telepathy Vay and be like, I need to talk to you. She would stop talking and telepathy.
Ray will. He says, okay.
I am so vulnerable right now. She'll look at him.
You're a Sith. You are okay.
I'm
We will
fine.
get through this. He
But-
says in your head.
What would you say if I asked you to change me? She just looks at him like deadpan face,
He
super
looks
serious.
at you straight in your eyes and doesn't give any change of facial expressions. Then he slowly,
Eris is standing
then
there
he
and
slowly
she's
starts to smile at her, and he's like, then he turns to Erin. He's like, Eris, could you give my sister and I a moment?
Just smile, walk out.
He goes over to the door and closes it, locks it, turns and looks at you. He's like, what did you just ask me to do?
Change me.
Into what I am?
Yes.
You saw what happened to the giant when I did it.
Well,
It exploded.
maybe we could do some divinations. Have Alex do some divinations and find some stuff out about it.
Then he would know what I am. I understand why you're asking, sister, but you don't understand what you're asking for. He walks over to you and holds out your hand, holds out his hand. You go to put your hand into his armored glove hand, and you look and you see this razor blade. And you stop, and he's like, and he starts chewing on it in front of you.
What are you doing?
You must get rid of the energy. You cannot keep it in your body. I consistently must get rid of it. I've gotten rid as much as I can in the bottles. Nectar of the gods. But you don't understand. There aren't enough bottles. There's not enough.
Why don't you just pick somebody
I'd
like
fill
you bit
this
Belia?
whole damn room in probably a week.
You bit Belia, why don't you just pick somebody? Or a couple somebody.
It's not that easy. If people start realizing what I am, they're going to feel the same way about me as they do vampires. And I'm not one of them.
No.
No one can know. Can't know.
Okay.
And if you were one too, then you've got to be careful too. And not only that, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if you will even survive it. And I'm sure I'll be able to control you.
Would you do that to me, babe?
No, I wouldn't do that. But you should know that that's possible. Right?
Right.
You know, as bad as they say I am, consent's important to me. You have to consent. And if you're consenting to something that you don't know about, that you're going to be controlled by me, and you don't know that, or that that's possible, that's not right. You know, I have a code.
I know.
A law that I go by.
Right.
Look, if I was going to do it for anyone, it would be you, but I don't want to kill you.
Well, maybe we could try to do some divinations, something.
What I did to Velia is different than what you're asking. I have to... You will die and be reborn. I know you've done that a lot already. He kind of walks around nervous and realizes you already know what that's about.
I think he was trying to make that as like a deterrent.
I know enough to know that you have to be in a very hot place after I bite you and you die to come back.
Hot place?
Or a positive material place.
Okay.
Wait. I don't know what's going to happen, but I have an idea of what we could do.
Okay.
We could fill a bathtub up with positive material energy and put you in it. And then I can bite you.
Well, that's quite the idea. Can I look up the spell real quick?
Yeah.
DM, give me 1 second.
And he's like, I don't know if that'll kill you though. I don't know. I think we probably should know the answer to this before we go forward. I can't lose you too, Ray.
I understand, and I don't intend on going anywhere. Commune is just above what she can cast. Damn it. I just had to check.
Yeah, he can't cast it either.
It's one spell level above what she needs to be able to cast it. Well, think about it. Shoot it.
Think about it. Think about it. Really? I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do. You might freak out. If you survive, you might freak out. Start killing people?
Really? I'm trying to have a serious conversation. Sorry.
You try it on an animal first.
Oh, that's a good idea. If it works, can I have the animal?
No, I'll kill it.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever we choose to do the experiment on, I'm gonna kill. There isn't gonna be more than 2 of us.
Got you.
And that's another thing. You cannot make another one of us.
Oh, why would I?
There's a lot of trust here, sister, and he just kind of holds his hands up, starts walking around real nervous. He's like, look, I
was the protector of the Chosen One. I helped kill all of the gods. Do you know what kind of target that puts on me? I'm not immortal anymore. If I die, that's it, Bae. That's it. My immortality is gone. It got sucked into Velia when she ascended. It's gone. Like,
all right.
that's it.
I have terms. You cannot make another one of us.
Okay.
If you compel somebody, that I mean compelled, I'm gonna make you uncompel them and I'll compel them.
Okay.
In return, if you need somebody that I already have compelled, and you really need them, I'll let you have them as long as they're not too important to my goals. Our goals, really. There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm with you. You know that.
I don't know. We gotta figure it out.
We can try it out on an animal.
Yeah. Right now we're stuck in here. I feel like a fucking mouse in a hole. Silly's working on protections, but wait.
What?
We need to talk to the Temple of Air. Actually, talk to Tuffy. Have him join in with us to help protect the city and put the ruins and everything put the ruins and everything back over. You know what Nira had placed here. He knows what they are. He knows where they are. He knows what they do.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay.
They would love the arrows. Hey, arrows.
What's up?
So we're gonna rewind. When you left and you went in the other bar, Tuffy went straight up to Talden and Mal and greeted them and hugged them and everything. And he looks at them both and Talden's like, yeah, lots happening. And he's like, yeah. And they just start having small talk
Okay.
about everything that's taken place and filling each other in and everything. And you're standing right there. That's what they do the whole time. And then you hear Vay say to you, hey, Aaron, can you ask Tuffy if his priest or himself can go and put the protections back on the city that near him?
She'll feel like Tuffy. She'll be Tuffy.
He looks in.
Could you or any of your priests go back and replace all the protections on the city that were there, the ruins and stuff? You know what was there, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you think you guys could do that?
We could, but I gotta gather my priests.
Okay, we need to get the city protected. We're wide open right now.
He cracks his knuckles. I'm on it, he says. And he goes walking towards the front door.
She'll talk to you then. He's on it. He's trying to knock out the front door.
Okay. He gets to the door and it opens. And then he closes it behind him. Stop there. Back to Lily.
She's over here rolling dice, memorizing
It's gonna be a
spells.
fun fucking episode to edit, let me tell you. Hope you guys are enjoying it, because it's gonna be a bitch. What do you do, Lily? What do you do?
I just spoke to Aspen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple things. The first thing that I want to do, I'm kind of in close to the center. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my spell book. And I'm going to memorize Wall of Force.
Okay.
95% chance to know. It's a new one.
Yeah,
07.
you got it.
Okay. And I tell Gorgang, oh, I have so much stuff that I need to do. I need to talk to people. I need to cast spells. I need to protect this place. I don't really know what to tell you to do other than stay close.
He nods. Okay.
I'm trying to think of if there's something that you can do. I'll get up and start walking out.
Towards, okay, out the front door of the tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll motion for him to come on.
Okay. All right. You're right there.
We'll walk over by the vineyard. As
Okay.
we're walking, I'll tell him, I just found out that there's some kind of weird positive material vampire storm giant in the north.
No, it wasn't positive material.
Sorry.
It was just a vampire.
Vampire.
Yeah, a storm giant had been bit by a vampire. It was an undead,
Yeah.
basically.
An
Sorry.
undead.
If
Sorry.
you misunderstood that.
I did.
Okay.
An undead.
Yeah, no, currently there's only one positive material vampire in the world, so, yeah. No.
Undead storm
Rose trying to
giant
do something.
that headed into the black ice. The ranger Aspen asked me to contact the Verbanine Council. They're not going to listen to me, so I was going to contact Gordon, have him contact Jet. Maybe you could do that for me while I'm putting up protections.
Sure.
And then she's gonna yeah. And don't you forget, I had a fucking one of those crazy ass dreams. I had another one, but I cannot stop. But we have to talk about it later.
So
I can't forget it.
you go into the vineyard?
No. What I'm gonna
So you're right here. You have to go.
yeah.
There's no exit here, unless you go through this right down here, through this tower down here, and through the door there, and come out through the door here, and then go around this way, through here, and out through here. Or you can just fly over or find a way to come over.
Yeah. Well, I know that he can jump as much as I can fly.
Gorgain?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he can make it over that. He can make it over that.
So I'll just fly.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Um,
He leaps, climbs, jumps over a couple bounds, and then jumps down into the vineyard.
Actually, I remember at one point memorizing the jump spells.
Yeah.
Just so that I could keep up with them at
Yeah.
low levels.
Yeah.
You remember that too?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you see Myra when you fly over. You see her. She's kind of partial spider, partial human. Like her upper half is human, her lower half is spider, and she's picking berries or grapes and doing things. When she sees you, she switches back to herself and kind of stops and kind of looks over at you, and you and Gorgain kind of looks at you like, what the fuck? And climbs down, and she's like, hi, Gorgain. He's like, hey. She's like, what do you think? And when you look at her, she's a little stained, like you are too. And Gorgain kind of looks at you both, and he's like, this place is staining your skin.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Myra kind of frowns and looks at you surprised. You don't like it here?
No, I don't like that it's staining my skin.
Oh. Organic. Eyes back and forth between you two, and she's like, oh yeah, I don't know. I kind of like pink and purple, she says. But yeah, it is strange. It's unique.
It is.
You've always been unique.
Yes.
She smiles.
I'm gonna go to the center, fly up
Okay.
the center of the vineyard,
Okay.
and then I'll land. Actually, I'm not gonna touch the ground anymore. Just
Okay.
I'm gonna start flying
All right.
around here. I'm gonna quit walking around. And I'm gonna begin to cast Wall of Force,
All right. And you're just gonna seal this place in.
and
Okay.
it comes up to 360 square feet. That's what I can do with one.
Okay.
My idea is I do want to do the vineyard, but I want to do the whole place to protect it from for now, until we get
All on the top?
runs and protections and all that.
Like where though? So you don't have, with one spell you can't do the whole
thing.
place. One spell you could do the vineyard.
Okay, we'll do that for now.
Okay. Seals it all from the outside and everything, and the only entrance into it is through a doorway through this tower right here. Up there. That location.
All right.
All right.
I'll start walking that way, or flying that way.
Okay.
I'll tell her I got a lot of work to do. We need to get this place protected.
Yes.
And it's probably going to take a while.
Cast a spell?
Yes.
Okay. You can start forming the wall of force in the areas you need to, putting it together to make sure that it fits in that little area right there.
Leave an exit.
Yeah, and it'll keep it from the outside. Yeah. She's like, thank you.
You're welcome. I was thinking that we should give this other card to Gorgain, since he's going to be here with us for a while.
She kind of looks at you. She goes, he can't use it. Real quick, snippy shit. He can't use it.
Oh, because
He doesn't cast. You're not a caster.
that's right.
And he's like, kind of looks. He goes, no, I'm not. I don't cast spells. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I know you know that. He kind of looks at you for a second and looks back at her like, what the fuck is going on, Lily? You know, he just has that concerned look, like, what the hell?
Yeah, she does too. She
Mhm.
looks right back at him the same way. He's just like,
He nods at you almost like that, you know, like, okay.
fuck if I know. I don't know what the fuck to do.
You see, she just kind of, when all that goes on, you realize she catches the two, very perceptive, catches whatever that was. She's like, she doesn't say anything. Morgan just nods at you. He's like, is there anything I can do to help? And he looks at her and she's like, I don't think so. I think we got it done.
Are you still feeling okay?
I feel better than I have ever felt. I have
Promise?
so many thoughts. That's the thing. I'm really full of thoughts. I can't stop thinking about so many things. You know, yeah. So we landed it down. Hopefully we can keep this sealed from anyone coming in. We don't want the people of the city or do we? Do we want them coming here?
I don't trust anybody right now. I don't.
Gorgain kind of looks at you. She's like, very well, I don't either then.
So, the big thing that I think everybody is missing is that Nigel came into Mirabilia and assassinated Belia.
What?
So, I guess after the prophecy was
I'll rip that
fulfilled,
motherfucker's head off, and you see her mouth kind of change to these spider-like teeth. I'll eat his innards. And you see her kind of calm back down again, and Gorgain's like, sweetheart, there's something not quite okay with you. He like kind of steps between you and her, and she's like, I am aware of that. But my emotions are full. I'm sorry, Lily. He should pay for what he has done. And Gorgain's like, yeah, he should, but we should do it calmly, slowly, and purposefully, right?
right?
And you know that's nothing like Gorgain.
Right.
Chaotic.
But he says that.
Yeah.
He seems to be like very concerned.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm sure we can come up with a plan. God or not, they're not going to treat us that way. They're not going to come in and hurt our people and not pay the price for it.
So you could see why I would want to lock everything down.
Yes, I think it's a good idea. She closes her eyes for a second, then she opens them. She says, they're working on more defenses. We will protect this place. This is not sufficient.
It's not. I'm gonna go start summoning.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Go to each of the towers, start there, see what I can come up with, and then go from there.
Very well. I will do all I can to try to get us more help as well. Gorgain kind of looks at you. Yeah.
Have you talked to Gordon yet?
Yeah, I telepathy to him. His father died. Mr. Zira. They're in Verb, I think. Or, no, maybe not. They might not be in Verb. I don't know. I don't know where they're at, but
Can you?
I forgot what it was you wanted me to ask him to do. So I just kind of went along with, hey, how's it going? Where you at? But with Lily, and forgot to ask him what it was. I can't remember what you said. Kind
The
of
vampire storm giant?
Oh yes, it was that. It was that. Okay, I'll tell you.
And,
Unless you want to now. Are you done?
No, I'm not anywhere near done. And I would really like to see Zira's face alive. At some point really soon, if we can get a hold of her as well.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put my hat back on, and that means that I'm not gonna be able to telepathy for a little bit, okay?
You can't telepathy with a hat?
I can't.
It must be worth it then.
It is.
Powerful?
Watch. Oh. I had it tucked here, I'll put
Yeah.
it out. Put it on.
You put that.
Put the hat on.
Okay.
Put my hat on.
Okay. All right. You put it on. You feel the protections of it. You feel the ability to, pretty much take any form you want to the certain size.
I'm just gonna grow. Like, I don't want to freak him out or
Okay.
anything like that. But I'm gonna raise in size to meet his physical size. And
Okay.
just look him in the eye and smile.
He smiles. He's like,
I'm so much more.
"That's a big hat now." He
Right?
says, and it is. It's you're Gorgain side. The hat's like.
I will change the hat to fit as my hair, to look like my hair.
No problem.
But
It
just
changes.
make my hair fuller and
Okay.
more red, more
Okay.
curly, more
All right.
everything.
All right, kind of wild looking, or you?
Yeah.
Okay, it does it and disappears as there's no longer a hat on your head. He's like, the hat's gone.
Yeah. See? So much. She'll go back to normal size.
Okay, which is 4'2".
2.
She went 6'5", then back to 4'2".
Yeah. Yeah. If you just want to watch my back while I'm doing all this.
I got you.
we're
Pulls out
gonna-
his sword and he's like,
I'm gonna I'm gonna let Razil go feed.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll telepathy Razil.
Okay.
Hey, wake up.
Can't.
God damn it! I'll pat her.
Okay. She looks at you.
Are you hungry?
I could eat.
Stay close.
All right. She flies off, kind of starts looking around. Morgane's like, yeah. Baby dragon. Cute little things.
Right? Sweet ass little things. Okay, so we'll just start here. We're right here at this tower. So I'll climb to the top.
Okay.
And so we'll start casting.
This tower right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's only been like 3 or 4 hours since I summoned last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So whatever it is that you want to summon that you're capable of summoning, I'll say that you're spending time to bring those summons to this place and any protections you want to put on it. Depending on how many spells you cast and what you're doing and how you're doing it, depends on how long it'll take.
Okay.
So whatever spells you're doing currently will take a little time, but you can get those cast off. Just make a list and let me know what they are.
Okay. As I'm summoning each one,
Yeah.
I'm going to use the tongues from the hat
Okay.
to speak to them in their true native tongue.
All right.
Like the elementals in their elemental tongue.
Yeah. The hounds in their tongue.
Yeah, the steeds. And for now, I'm going to tell them to protect me and Morgane from any harm.
Okay. So there's a lot of summons that you just did. So you do the hounds.
I do. I'm going to do hounds. I'm going to do steeds.
You're gonna do the steeds.
I am.
And you're gonna
I
do.
have got one elemental summoning from the sensor left for today.
Okay.
That'll give me 4.
All right. What element?
I'm gonna go with the air again.
Okay.
And then I have another elemental summoning from the staff.
Okay.
So that'll give me 4 more. So that'll be 8 of the air elementals. We'll put 1 on each side of the front gate.
Okay.
And then try to catch the corners. I can't see the bottom of that. 1, 2, 3, 5. Just, spread them out a little bit.
Like you did before.
Yeah, like try to get them on the corners and then do the hounds and the steeds in between.
Okay. All right, the steeds. How many can you summon? 2?
4. Everything's at 4 now.
Okay.
I have.
All right, you're no longer on the ethereal plane. You are outside Mirabilia. Spectral steeds show up, like the hounds. They're spectral, ghost-like.
Nice.
So it's 8 of those.
Yeah, because I have 2 of those in memory.
And then how many hounds? 8 hounds. Well, you already have 8 hounds.
I do.
They were not killed, so yeah, Gorkane murdered
Okay, so
8 air elementals.
I'm gonna make it really crazy here.
Okay.
So because I'm a specialist, when I cast a conjure spell, I get an extra conjure spell.
Yes, you do.
So since I cast 2 Thorm Steeds, I get 2 more.
Okay.
So that's 8 more.
Well, you get in your memory. You realize it's in your memory.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So basically, how it goes is if you choose a conjuration summoning spell, then you get a bonus conjuration and summoning spell. It could be the same spell, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So for each one of those conjuration summonings that you choose throughout your whole spell list, you get a bonus spell of conjuration and summoning.
Right.
So yeah. So you,
So we use that.
and so you're basically,
So that would be 16
okay,
steeds.
all right.
We'll leave it at that. I won't summon any more hounds. That should cover, yeah, all the towers
Yeah.
and some in-between places.
32 different summons that appear that you talk to. And so I need to know what you tell them.
I tell them to protect Gorgain and myself from harm, from attackers.
Okay. All right.
She's trying to play this a little
From
bit.
attackers.
Yes.
Okay. So people could come in and out, no problem.
Yes.
Whoever it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as somebody's attacking.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, Myra's working on defenses. You don't know what that is unless you look at the card and start searching to see what she's doing. But just for prosperity's sake, she's reinforcing all the entrances and exits and all the doors with special locks and having the spiders make areas that are murder holes inside the walls and inside the towers that could shoot giant ballistas out them, and she's having them construct these ballistas. She's got the vineyard operation area completely set up to where it goes from one end to the other, working smoothly, and she has 2 spiders in there working that as the bottles come in, and everything. I mean, she's just, it's a smooth the way that it's running right now.
Okay.
Okay. Back to the bar, because that'll take you a little while to do all those things, and Gorgain follows you. Faye looks at you. Ray. So, what do you know about vampires?
I know how to make a paste that'll make it to where they can't bite you. From Mom.
Really?
Keeps away all undead. Other than that, nothing
Do
really.
you have any of that paste on you?
I don't, do I? No. I have to get all the herbs and stuff and make it.
Curious if it will protect you from me, or if it's just the other side. Anyway,
I'll think about the herbs and the herbalism and the stuff my mom taught me. Do I have any
yeah,
clue?
it all helps with negative material stuff. You
Yeah,
know,
she told me that's negative material.
I was told by Erez that vampires could become gaseous form.
Oh yeah?
You see him change into a gas form. And then he changes back.
Dude.
So, isn't it true that vampires can charm animals like bats, and wolves, and things like that?
I think so. I've heard that. Yeah.
I wonder. I'm gonna drop the protections for a second.
Okay.
You see him walk over and concentrate, and this orb of pure positive material appears in the room. He's like, yeah.
Put the protections back up.
He does. He tells you he did. It shoots around the room by his command. You can tell he's commanding it, and it's shooting around.
What is that?
That's something I can control.
Oh yeah.
It's a positive material minion that I can control. So, yeah. He walks up to it and stands in front of it and looks at it, and it's like they're communicating. You're not sure what's going on. And then he stops and he turns and he looks back at you and he's like, I know how to do it.
Oh, yeah? Really? How?
I have to bite you and drain you
Okay.
by putting a bunch of positive material into you, all the way up to the point of you exploding. And then I need to kill you.
Okay.
And then I need to place your body in heat or sunlight or the light. This creature can do that. So it doesn't actually have to be outside.
Well, that's helpful. She'd kind of start to smile.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, for the Sis family.
Yeah.
He seems kind of reluctant. You can tell he's reluctant.
She's not pushing him, you feel me? She's being gentle.
He tells you to sit down.
Okay, she will.
Take your hand off.
She will.
He walks up behind you and kind of puts his hands on your shoulders and he's like, the rules that we discussed are important. No one must find out.
I'm gonna write these down later. So I don't forget.
You must keep people from finding out. Which means you cannot compel a bunch of people or be noticeable. I've learned that already. That you have to. There's certain. We can go over all that. For prophecy. For Velia.
Rebellion.
Roll percentile.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We both said her name.
03.
A 10 and a 1? I never rolled that. Was that 11?
It's an 11.
It's 11?
He moves your hair out of the way and just lights into you. You feel your neck just get really hot. You feel yourself paralyzed, like you're paralyzed. You're not sure what's going on, but your body's paralyzed, but you feel really good. Like you start feeling really, really good as he sinks into your throat. Very odd. This is your brother. This is vague,
Right.
but you get all this energy, it pours into you, you feel your body go limp, and then you feel your muscles strengthen, your spirit strengthen, your heart strengthens. You feel your eyes improve a little bit as this positive material is coming into you. And you have an orgasm.
Oh my god!
And your body releases everything that was in it. So not only do you have orgasm, you piss and shit yourself.
Awesome.
And then you feel your head separated from your neck.
Oh goodness.
And you die.
Oh goodness.
Back out to Eris.
Oh goodness.
Eris,
Yeah.
Tuffy just left. And
That's right, the protection's on the city.
yeah, to go put protections on the city, you're sitting in there, inside the bar, with Twinks and Beacon and yeah. So Harrison and Griffin have been in here this whole time, just kind of watching what's going on.
She'll look over at hers.
He kind of looks at you and he nods. And Griffin's like, "Grr."
How you doing, Harrison? She'll walk over to him.
he seems a little bit inebriated. He goes, "Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Can't think of a better place to be than a place where fucking gods come down and kill people. It's crazy. Never experienced that before. Have we, Griffin?" He's like,
Mm.
It's like, I think it's safer in space. Just kind of looks at you. And Griffin goes, kind of nods his head. He goes, I think we're gonna have to get back to some kind of smuggling soon. Good night's rest. I've been drunk all day.
Oh, yeah? I think there are couches and stuff back there.
Oh, fuck yeah. He grabs a bottle that he has and stands up. Back there?
She'll point to where all the little rooms are and
He's like,
stuff.
come on, Griff. He goes, he looks at you and he goes,
She'll look at Harrison.
he's asking if there's a place to take a bath and shit like that.
There are hot tubs and stuff back there, I think.
Oh, well, shit. Come on. He starts going. He looks over at Yayla and she's calming Remy still a little bit. And he's like, you want to join us? And she's like, kind of glares at him. She's like, I got something to take care of right now. And he's like, no problem, no problem. And he walks past her. Goes back to the bar before he goes out. And he's like, hey, Jojo, can I get another bottle? And he's like, yeah. And he grabs one and walks over. You see Jojo's hands shaking. He's like, he's terrified. You can tell he's in shock.
She'll walk over, sit down across the bar from Jojo. What's
Okay.
up, man?
Hi.
You okay?
Can I get you something?
No, I'm good. Are you alright?
Oh, yeah. I think. Yeah. I think I am.
She'll pull out her mandolin,
Okay.
start playing.
He smiles. He's like, oh, music.
She'll try to kind of just calm everybody in the bar.
Okay.
Like
so she's
bring
gonna...
their emotions to a more happy place since everybody's so negative and sad right now.
Okay. All right.
You give me a charm percentage?
Yes.
It's obnoxiously high now. It's crazy. Because of the mandolin, because the mandolin gives me like 3% charm percentage per level
Right.
or something.
Yeah.
You'd think I would have that memorized by now.
Yeah, you think you had that number down.
I'm sorry. 154.
And you can pretty much charm everybody in the room except for maybe Tatal.
Except for, yeah, Tatalda.
Yeah, and so,
Joy and camaraderie and happiness, and try to make the negativity that everybody's been experiencing kind of, you know.
okay.
Gosh, I hope Ray comes back. I hope she's not permanently dead. That would suck.
She's like now second guessing whether or not it was a good idea.
I hope I didn't just kill her.
Crack me up. Okay, give me just 2 seconds real quick here.
Okay.
Okay. So she's just gonna stand like right there by the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she would have probably actually have sat up on the bar.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
Facing the door.
Okay. She's gonna stand or sit on the bar? Okay, between Dusty and...
Yeah. Yep.
Right there. Alright, so that's what it looks like.
Yep. Cool.
They all kind of calm down and everybody gets... You realize there was still some fear kind of left in the room.
Yeah. Get rid of all that.
So you get rid of that fear that everybody kind of has and everybody's morale changes and kind of goes up a little
Nice.
bit.
Beautiful.
Back to Zira and Gordon.
Oh, goodness.
Gordon, you guys are in the woods and you start taking a look at Beacon. start looking at the water and the flooding damage, and you can kind of look it over. And he starts talking to you. He's like, in your head, he's like, I think we could just, I'm trying to think, how do we protect the city from something like this happening again once we take it back over?
Right.
And I realized, let's just leave it the way it is.
Underwater?
Yeah. And we'll just build tunnels, whether through walls of force,
That's a good idea.
through Ares' help.
It's a good idea.
I think we need to put the pyramid right there. And he points, and he's like, it's gonna be big.
How big?
Big. And he kind of turns and looks at you, and he sends you an image of what he sees it all looking like. And you see it. It's that picture. So,
Okay.
it's gonna take a lot to do that, and he tells you the underneath is already underwater. So
Right.
we need some water breathing. We're probably gonna need some druidic help. I think.
Tuffy had like 6 water breathing rings that he almost gave us. Remember when we went to
I
go see
do.
that thing?
I think we need to get the druids involved as well. There is a circle in the city, and we can't just take that out. They're gonna be here regardless.
Right.
So maybe we should get a hold of your sister.
Do you want me to take care of that, or do you want to wait till after we take the city back over?
You should probably take care of that. You're the one that should talk to her. You know what?
I can do that.
It might be difficult for us. It's your sister though, but she follows the fucking druidic code. Like,
Well, if I do that, I can tell you what she's probably going to do is she's either going to consider it her circle and her decision, or she's going to call a council meeting.
well, it is her circle.
It is her circle.
All right. So if she calls a council meeting, then they're going to discuss it, and they're going to want to talk to us before it's taken over. And
So maybe we should take it over first, and then do that?
I think that's the best idea. Let's move in and do some recon.
I think that if whoever is in charge of this, because there's always somebody in charge of the bandits, we figure out where they're at, have Tuffy open a dimensional fold, step through it, and tell them either you give us our city back, or I'm gonna let all these zombies through this portal, and they're gonna eat every single one of you.
Okay.
That's my idea.
All right.
Like, why fucking play
I think it's a
games?
great plan. I think it's a great plan.
Okay. All right, let's check it out.
Let's go to Tuffy.
Okay.
What was that his name?
Hold on a second.
Teleport. You guys teleport back into Mirabilia, but it's up top, right in front of the Temple of Variax. This beautiful statue of a beautiful woman. And her feet are kind of on top of each other like this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a door at the bottom of her feet.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes walking right up, and
I'll go with them.
he looks at the door, and he's like, knocks. Go, go, go.
Ariax doesn't accept necromancers, does she?
I don't know. Why don't we just telepathy? Oh, he's putting protections on the city, evidently.
Oh, nice. That was quick.
Yeah.
You know, I
It's-
haven't seen Lily in like a week.
He kind of looks past the temple, and you look and you see this huge, colossal citadel that's like kind of pink and purple in color,
Mm-hmm.
just sitting over the hole where Mirabilia had the thing on the top of it, just sitting there.
What the hell is that thing?
That's Lily's Citadel.
Oh, yeah.
It's a winery. He kind of looks at you. He's like, Myra was infected. Something happened.
Infected with what?
Kind of arachnid type virus. Just not.
What,
normal.
like loth? Kind of like.
He looks at you. He's like, I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Is she okay?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask her. Tell her we're right outside the gate. And he kind of looks up.
Okay, I'll try to telepathy Lily.
You get a telepathy from her right after you finish your last spell. 0 telepathy. So.
Hey. Hey. Right outside your gate.
Oh, I'll be right there.
Okay.
I guess we need to go up there.
She said she'll be right here. Yeah, let's go.
He jumps and leaps after you, and you guys make it to the front gate. You see Gordon and Zira. Zira's got her 3 abominations with her.
3 now instead of 2.
Yeah. So basically, you see 4 undead standing at your gate.
Yeah. Forgot all about
A ghost, a
those.
lich, and a couple of 3 abominations. Technically, she's not a lich,
No,
but
just a quarter.
Just part lich.
I'll pull out the card. The gate's shut and locked
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull out the card.
Okay.
Focus on it. No.
It'll unlock. You see gears. You hear gears. You don't see them. You hear them behind these metal plates, and it opens up, and Gordon looks at you. He's like, "These walls and everything are stained. That metal is stained.
Is it?
Yeah, it's copper color, but it's stained. So are those walls.
She'll look at it.
You see it. It's all stained, and you see Lily standing there. She's actually got a slight purple tint to her skin. And you see Gorgain. He doesn't. He's just standing there. He's like, ah, Zira, Gordon.
Hey.
He walks up to you guys and gives you a hug.
I'll hug him.
Gorgain does. He's like, Gordon's
What's
like,
up, big guy?
easy, big guy, easy. He's like, ow. Goodness. He's like, it's so good to see you all.
Lily. She'll walk up and hug her. You're purple. She'll say.
Gordon's like, did you drink too much wine? What happened? He walks up.
No. I haven't drank any wine from this place.
This place? It makes wine?
It does. It's how the whole thing is fueled by the wine. You're not supposed to drink the wine. It's used as fuel,
Oh,
right?
cool. I guess.
I don't know.
No?
You guys need to see Myra.
Yeah,
Like, I'm actually
I've heard.
really worried about her and a little bit scared, if I'm being honest.
Gorgain looks at Gordon. He's like, she's a little bit scary. Well, has Tuffy looked at her?
Mhm.
What did he say?
He said she was fine, that it wouldn't progress any further than what it already was.
Well, that's good. Gorgain says, yeah, but it's already progressed to a certain point. It makes it scary.
Did.
She's not herself, Gordon.
She's not. You'll see. You'll see. Let's go say hi. Alright. Now feel for where she's at.
She's over in the vineyards.
Of course.
Go with her.
You guys head that way. You make it to the vineyards. She's in there. You see her, Zira. She looks like a dried. Her lower half is spider, upper half is female. And she's using webs to pull strings that are in the vines and stuff like that and tighten them up in certain areas. And she's using webs to get grapes and putting them, collecting them all in bins. And when she sees you guys, she switches back to normal and she's like, we have guests.
Hey.
Hi. And she walks up.
What's up, Myra?
Changes. Changes. I'm just turning to face the strange. How about you?
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Right?
Right?
You've been gone for a week. You've been gone for a whole fucking week. What the hell is happening?
Have you come to help us?
She'll tell it with Gordon. She'll be like, is Lily still chaotic good?
He looks at her, he's like, I don't know.
Okay.
I can't tell.
Lots of stuff with the orcs.
I can tell you she has something she used to not have. Because I used to be able to see her. I can't now. I can tell you Myra's neutral evil. He speaks to Myra in neutral evil. He's like,
I understand neutral
yeah,
evil.
yeah. He starts speaking the neutral evil tongue to her. He says, "What do you mean? Have we come to help?" She immediately spins on him and talks back very quickly in neutral evil. She says, "We have to protect this place. If you don't speak neutral, you have tongues on your hat. Use your tongues if you understand."
And I know her alignment now.
Well, you don't know what tongue it is. You
okay.
just speak it. You don't know what it is.
Okay.
But Gordon's speaking it with her. And then he switches to comedy. He's like, "I don't know what you guys would need help with, but there's a lot of other things going on, including the city of Beacon. That's what we came to talk to you about."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back.
I think you should know my father died.
I did know. I guess that means that Gorgain didn't talk to you about your brother?
What do you mean? He thinks you're good.
Asked Gorgain to telepathy you.
Oh, yeah.
There is a vampire
He
storm.
did, but he didn't tell. Huh?
So Aspen? Do you know the Ranger Aspen?
Gorgain's trying to. This is so hard because Gorgain's trying to tell you that he didn't actually tell him that. He didn't get around to telling him that, and he's telepathying to you, but you're not hearing him, and he's like. Anyway, go on.
It's okay. It's all okay. My new hat is making everything really difficult with communication.
Oh, sorry. Gorgain says, I tried to, I didn't get around to telling him I was talking about him. And Gorgain is like, that's okay. Just, what did you say about a storm giant?
There is a vampire storm giant. You remember Aspen, or do you know Aspen? He's a Verbadyne Ranger in the north.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about him. He helped Lillian, or Valian then?
He did. He contacted me a little bit ago and asked for some help. There is a vampire storm giant that was dead.
Zira is watching him close.
He just looks at her, and you can tell that he's not okay when you say that. He narrows his eyes.
They were trying to dispose of the remains, and in the process it came back to life, dizzy and stunned, and took off north into the black ice.
The ancient one.
He asked me to contact the Verbadyne Council, the Elderway Council. And of course, they're not going to listen to me, so I told him that I would contact you and ask you to contact Jet.
This is important.
And maybe there could be some influence. He thinks it's fixing to rain hellfire, basically.
The ancient one lives up there in that black ice. It's said that vampire is older than the continent itself. It's said he's the reason there's black ice. If he changed a storm giant, I can't think of anything more terrifying.
I can. I had another dream. And I
looks at her.
don't know that it's connected to this. I actually think that it's connected to the secrets in the mountain that we were promised.
The Dwarven Kingdom.
That I was promised
Yeah.
from the Dwarven
Yeah,
Kingdom.
from the dwarves.
I feel like that's what it's connected to. But that was definitely the most vile, dark creature that I have ever felt. And to the magnitude that it felt like it could eat an entire world.
You feel it reach out and feel you when you start talking about it. You feel something that's from the south. From where you're at, it's to the southeast. But it's not south completely. It's just slightly to the east. in that direction from a long way away, you feel something move in a slumbering kind of way and feel you. Speak about it. And it gives
I
you
point
chills.
that. I do. I
Your hair
point that
stands up.
direction.
He looks at you and looks that way, and Gorgane's like,
And it just heard me talk about it.
what do you mean it heard you? From
Thousands and thousands of miles, probably. It reached out and touched me as soon as I started speaking of it.
what is it? What did it look like?
It's just an eye. This huge eye that was the same size as the door. Black and red.
Maybe we should go to Tuffy and see if we can look in the library and find anything.
So it was just like an eye peeking through a door, that was it?
Yeah. I think that's a good idea though, so I think Myra's okay here.
She nods, she's standing right there, she's like,
You're good? Are you good
I am.
if we go to...
I love it here. I love this place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll fix it all up. Is there anything you want done? Anything new you want? How about a deck up there? And she points at the castle area and she's like, we go right out of the bedroom onto a deck. And we can drink our wine up there.
Not the wine that's made by the ship?
No, we don't need that wine. That's fuel.
Yeah.
I mean real wine.
Yeah.
Elven wine.
I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink that stuff. Okay. No. That's like drinking myself.
Yeah.
You.
I honestly could use a trip to the Temple of Ariax.
Who do you say that to, Gordon?
To everybody.
To everybody?
Yeah. I tell him, I'm like, I haven't.
Gordon's like, well, it's... He kind of looks behind you towards the gate. He goes, it's right there. And you look in the skyline, you can see it. This beautiful woman has got one arm up like this and one arm out. She's like standing like this with silks on. And
Tuffy's been here several times, but I haven't been able to leave. And if I'm being honest, I really haven't stopped and connected with her since the last time we were in her temple.
Gordon's like, you should do that.
I should. So if Myra's okay, then
He's like, yes, I cut things. Of course.
let's go do that.
She nods at you and comes over and she gives you a hug and kisses you and like on your cheek, and you hear her smell your hair and she goes, and then you like pull away from her and she looks normal and she smiles at you and she goes, be safe.
Thank you.
You guys you guys leave the citadel or the vineyard and you go down the hill. You realize that it matches right up with some grass behind the temple and you can just go straight off in front of the
Still
temple.
got the 4 dogs with me, right?
Yeah, if you bring them with
I
you.
do, and I'm gonna call
There's 8.
8, yeah. I'll take all 8 of them with us.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call Razil back as well before I get off of this thing.
Okay. She'll come back to you. The 8 hounds come up, and as soon as they come up, you see Zira's abominations turn and look at him like, and then just turn back forward.
They're my babies.
Almost like they're communicating with your dogs, is what it seems like. They turn towards them.
Like they told them something.
Something happened, some kind of communication. There was no grunting or anything like that, but there was an awareness. That's what I try to get across is not so much your dogs, but these abominations.
Mm-hmm.
They move and act like humans.
And they're in full
creepy.
plate,
They're
so you
full
can't see.
plate. They have one has a long sword and a short sword. One has a huge 2-handed sword, and one's got this gigantic hammer. And they're just standing there, and they kind of look over at him. All 3 of them look over at him with intelligent eyes, and they come back. You know, when they come back, if you're looking at them, they look at you and then do that. They're like, they look you over and then move away from their eyes away from you and look back at Zira's head. You realize all three of them are staring at her head, behind her.
There'd be a hole burned in that spot.
Yeah, we all need a little help sometimes. So it's all right.
Anyway, you go down to the temple, and he knocks on the door again, and you just stand there and you don't hear anything, and that's where we're going to stop for this evening. I'm so sorry. You're going to kill me, I know. Girls, thank you so much. Ladies,
Thank you.
it was such a wonderful game this evening, and I look forward to the next episode. A lot's happened.
Yeah.
So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, all that jazz, and peace.
There's a gift inside the old gods granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping, magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes.